Hi, everybody. Today I'll be sharing 10 of my K-pop opinions. This is my first opinionated video, so I'd like to declare that this is just my opinion, and though I feel very passionately about them, it's just my view on these things. I'd love to hear your opinions on all of this in the comments section, but please remember to be kind and respectful of each other. I hope you enjoy the video and don't forget to subscribe. Opinion number 1. A group doesn't have to be talented to be popular. I hear a lot of people criticizing groups like Blackpink and LE SSERAFIM because they are untalented but still popular. First of all, in most cases I don't even believe the group in question is untalented, but that's a discussion for another time. What people don't seem to understand is that just because a group is talented doesn't mean they are popular. Some examples are STAYC and Purple Kiss, who are all really talented, but still not as popular as other groups who are more lacking in their abilities. To succeed in the K-pop industry, you need to be visually appealing, since that's what a lot of people care about. You need to create good music, even if you don't make the songs yourself and need auto-tune to sing the song well. And you need to be likable. The last one is the most important. So even if you believe K-pop groups, like LE SSERAFIM and Blackpink are talentless, they are still likable for the public and therefore popular. Maybe it's their personalities, looks, or songs that appeal to the audience, but either way, they have built that fame on something. I personally prefer it if it's built on talent, though that's rarely the only reason, but either way they've worked their way up there, because they are who they are. Whether you support them or not is up to you, but understanding why people like them is still very important, even if you don't agree. And if you can't understand this, it will be hard to understand the industry at all. Opinion number 2. Idols should be able to date if they want to. The sentence, "they are idols so therefore they have a responsibility and can't date," is very common, but I don't agree with it. As long as the idols are over 18, they should be able to date if they want to. Before you haters start to protest, think about why you don't want your idols to date. Is it because you feel jealous, you think it makes them dirty, or because you don't think idols should date? Let's take a look at all three of those reasons. If you feel jealous or angry that your idol is dating, because you like them and want to be with them in your fantasy world, then it's time to wake up. I know the whole industry is built on parasocial relationships, but at some point you gotta see the reality in it. They are not your partner, nor your friends. They are idols who you watch through your screen, and they don't even know who you are. They are just people with a lot of fans, that they do their best to please, because their careers depend on it. If you think there's something wrong with dating, then just think about what dating means. Dating means two individuals like each other romantically, and decide to be in a relationship to show their affection for each other. Now, if you find that disgusting or offensive, then please check your surroundings, because I promise you'll find many couples around you. I don't think you've ever looked at your parents, or anybody else's parents, and thought it was disgusting to see them love each other. If you think idols aren't supposed to date, simply because they are idols, then I'll help you remember that they are in fact humans, who deserve to be loved and show love. Even if it can get tough to date as an idol, with all the hate and the heavy schedules, it's still their decision to make, just like any other human on this planet. Opinion number 3. Stop accusing every song of plagiarism. Pretty much every single song is accused of plagiarism nowadays, so I think it's time to explain the word plagiarism. Plagiarism means that someone stole something that was already made, and then publish it without giving credit to the original artist. What plagiarism isn't about, is two songs being in the same genre, or sounding slightly similar. Take the LE SSERAFIM song Smart for example. It has been criticized for sounding too much like Tyla's Water, when in reality, it's simply just in the same genre. People are also saying they've copied her dance moves, when they've just been influenced by the same dance style, which is the Afro and the Bacardi dance style. Both which focuses on twerking. So stop accusing songs of copying another song or concept, just because you felt a similar vibe, or that a part of the song reminded you of another. Like Jenny Shirt once said, no new creative in the world, because everything is inspired by something, and that something will probably have inspired something else already. That sounded complicated, but you get what I mean. Opinion number 4. Respecting the group's formation isn't the same as the center disease. A lot of people hate on idols like Wonyoung and Sullyoon for always wanting to stand in the center when the group poses for pictures. Somehow this is enough for people to say they have center disease, which is just a made-up disease that pretty much means someone always wants to be in the center. This could be something to consider if it weren't for the fact that these idols all have been assigned center and/or visual of the group. If you're not happy about that, then take it up with the company who gave out these positions, and not the idol who was assigned it. These idols are most definitely told to always be in the center, since people care about visuals a lot more today than we used to. So the idols aren't being selfish or attention-seeking. They are in fact just doing their job and standing in their assigned spot. Opinion number 5. Every song has a slightly different concept, so that doesn't mean the group's concept has changed. Every song is different. It has different vibes, sounds, lyrics, instruments, and meanings. The one who wrote the song also probably had a certain concept in mind for the MV and such. This doesn't mean the group has changed their concept. Each song has its own story that connects back to the group and their concept, while still being distinctive enough to remember. If every song would have the exact same concept, everybody would have called it boring, and that the producers had no imagination or will to create something new. Take Kiss of Life for example. If we look at their songs, Nobody Knows and Sticky, you can clearly see a big difference in vibe. Nobody Knows is a lot darker, while Sticky is light and feels very fresh. They are completely different, but both songs fit the group's concept of young adulthood and the stages of life. So they haven't rebranded themselves or changed their concept. They've just written two completely different songs. Opinion number 6. Stop believing stupid rumors. We all know how corrupt the K-pop industry is. How there are so many people out there who'll do anything to be famous or to keep someone else famous. I know other people also are aware of this, since idols and companies get accused of making stuff up on the regular. So my question is, why the fuck do you still believe in new rumors? Every year, there's at least one big scandal. Maybe someone gets accused of bullying, dating, or mistreating someone else, and many times it's actually proven to be incorrect, and that it was someone who lied about it to get attention. But that doesn't stop netizens from hating on the people involved, long before investigations even start. Like, hello? Didn't we just talk about how idols, staff, companies, and fans are known to lie to get what they want, but you still believe it every single time? Take Sujin's and Garam's bullying scandals for example. When they were accused of bullying, they got so much hate by their fans and their own companies that they got kicked out of the group, just for it to be revealed that the alleged victim was lying all along. Sujin, who was very popular, was thankfully able to come back a few years later as a soloist, which I'd say has been pretty successful so far, but it didn't go as well for Garam. Her dream of becoming an idol and years of training was over in 2 weeks, and she had to give up on her dream. I'm rooting for her to become an actor, which is what she's currently working towards, but that doesn't mean it was fair what she had to go through. I'm not saying we shouldn't believe people who dare to speak up. What I am saying is just that it's time we learn to think critically and examine each source before jumping to conclusions. We literally all learned this in school, so please use your goddamn brain before accusing people of things that ruin their lives. Opinion number 7. If you don't like a song, then just don't listen to it. I sincerely hope we're all aware that everybody likes different things. It's called preference. So if you don't like a song, it doesn't make the song bad, and that it's okay to call it trash. It just means this song in particular isn't for you, and if you think it's too bad to continue listening to the group, then unstand the group and move on. You're allowed to think that a group produces bad, boring, and loud songs or whatever, but don't go hating on them. Just walk the other way and I promise you, you'll hear less of it than if you would continue to comment on every single video under that sound. Opinion number 8. Either stop body shaming or accept plastic surgery. K-pop fans love to criticize idols on everything they do, but their favorite thing to target is things the idol can't do anything about. Like how their body looks or their features. Bullying is severely normalized within K-pop, and as soon as someone doesn't fit into the Korean beauty standards, they get hated on, and idols who do fit in are praised, even if they lack other important things. This is quite obvious to most people, and that includes K-pop agencies. So companies, especially the Big Four, tend to make their idols go under the knife in order to fix features that aren't received well. This can happen either after people start hating on something, or even before the idol's debut, in order to not receive as much hate on their looks. This all sounds awful. That you have to have plastic surgery, diet excessively, and undergo a lot of dangerous and painful treatments, in order to not be hated on by fans who claim they support you. But what makes it worse, is that if you undergo surgery, you'll get hated for not staying natural. Stupid, right? So netizens, you have 3 choices. Either A, hate on idols' looks until they get plastic surgery, and then stop hating. B, stop bullying idols, so they never have to change how they look. Or C, my personal favorite, don't hate on them because of their natural looks, or, if they've had some surgery done. It shouldn't be that hard of a question, but judging on how K-pop fans act, I'd say they haven't even heard the damn question yet. Opinion number 9. You can't stan a group if you hate on a member. It's perfectly normal to like some members more than other members, just like how you click better with some people in your friend group. This is why most people have a bias in their favorite K-pop groups. Some people even have bias rankings, where you rank all members based on how much you like them. Just like it's okay to have a favorite, it's also okay to have a least favorite, but this doesn't mean it's okay to hate on that member. If you decide to stan a group, then your job should be to be a supportive fan. If you not only don't support a member of the group, but you also hate on that member, you can't call yourself a real fan of that group. It's either all members or nothing. I still think it's okay to call out members of your favorite groups if they ever do anything wrong, but hating and criticizing are 2 very different things. And even if you're just criticizing a member, you can still be nice about it and show your support. So stop leaving hate comments on idols, and then excuse it by saying you stan that group, so you're technically not hating on that member. Opinion number 10. Korean K-pop fans are much worse than international fans. I hear a lot of K-netizens say that international fans are too soft and support their idols, even when they should be criticized, but I beg to differ. I don't think us international fans are soft. Instead, the Korean fans are too hard on their idols, which isn't weird at all considering how normalized bullying, body shaming and harassment is in South Korea. Have you ever perhaps stopped to think about if the idol you're hating on deserves this much hate? Does anyone deserve as much hate as idols get for simply doing one small thing that doesn't align with the standards and expectations of Korea? The answer to that is no. No, they do not deserve it. Take Sakura as an example. She has received a lot of hate because of her live vocals and her way of handling the hate. Like she's literally getting hate because she cried when everybody turned against her and called her worthless. Now people are hating on her for simply saying she's now afraid of singing because of how fans reacted in the past. This is how it sounds like to me. Geez, I wonder why people who've been in car accidents are so afraid of driving? It's not like something happened the last time they sat in a car. Do you hear how ridiculous that sounds? Where is your sympathy, your humanity? Enough is enough. Also, I'd like to add that international fans don't just protect our idols no matter what they do. A lot of fans, including myself, stopped supporting Hyuna for example, when she announced she was dating someone involved in the Burning Sun scandal. I guess we just tend to focus and take action on bigger problems than a stomach that isn't completely flat. Anyways, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to subscribe.